What's going on, everybody? My name is CLF Navac, and I'm here with my friend LunarDrop7, and we're going to be playing Trigger Happy Havoc Danganronpa. Didn't say that right in the right order, but it doesn't matter. We're about to be doing the class trial. It's about to get serious. I'm the Grim Reaper. I have to be prepared for this.
Again, that doesn't make you any less suspicious.
It doesn't need to be suspicious, because I am innocent.
You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you.
Dude, I had to put my hood on. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are. Is she turned on by this? I don't know.
With Toko, I don't know. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's He's like, don't jump to
So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayako both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer?
It's me, Mario.
The one who murdered Sayaka? Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Do I gotta talk to everybody?
Excuse me. Excuse me, everybody. Trying to get to the elevator.
Do I have to talk to everybody?
No, you don't have to. You can. You don't have to, though. Well, then the time has finally come. Are you ready? Yeah, they don't really have much to say.
School basement has become the darkened stage. Why am I talking to this guy? I don't like him.
I don't know. You don't need to talk to any of them.
I don't need to talk to them?
I know what I mean.
I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. Huh?
Investigating.
Okay, I want to talk to her at least.
Let's get
Sorry.
started.
Good. You know what? I trust that.
I told you, they don't really have much to say.
Glad I don't have to say anything. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well,
Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared?
No, scared isn't quite right.
I
Makoto.
said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth.
I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice
You're just
to
talking to yourself.
try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with the anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when this time finally comes.
Oh,
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Obviously, to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school.
Oh, you finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total shit. Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up!
We did what he said and found our seats. Oh, the guy just crosses out.
Yep.
It's so messed up. The seats were arranged in a giant circle.
Look how freaking huge Sakura looks. I mean, she is huge.
Is she a boss?
And
Look
poor
how
Taka's surrounded by the
thick
dead
his hair is on
Yeah.
the bottom right. Now
Taka's
that looks like a
surrounded by dead people. He doesn't get a single
what's
person
that
to
chip
stand next to.
that
Huh?
has like a tunnel?
What?
It's like a chip. It's like
Fritos? I don't
not
know.
Fritos, but it looks like his hair.
It's called a pompadour.
Huh?
The hairdo's called a pompadour.
Yeah, but there's a chip
I don't know.
that looks like that. I'm gonna have to look that up later.
This is a baguette, you son of a bitch.
It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. You stood. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Do you want to save the data? Yes, I do want to save the data.
Are you ready to rumble?
Let's do an empty slot so I know what's up.
Alright. Now, yeah, okay, so this lets you just go through, like, you can go over everything just like as a refresher. Like so that's all your evidence right there.
It's not going to the time of death is estimated around.
You know all these.
Okay.
And then you go back. Alright, it says skills. This is the thing I was telling you about earlier. Here, scroll down. Scroll all the way down. I don't think you have anything, but just check. Yeah, okay, you do have 2 things.
Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during a bullet time battles. Cost 3 SP.
You have 10 right now.
Increases bullet capacity. Effective during the bullet time battle. Cost 4 SP.
So you can use both of those. You can have both. You don't want to have anything to help you?
Oh, I didn't know I could. Oh, I thought that's what I had.
Who done it? Then only they will.
Do you want to
receive
save scum?
punishment. But then I'll punish.
Can I go back?
Do you want to? You can turn off the game and come back to your save file.
We're gonna be right back.
Alright, so go to set skills.
We're back, guys. Okay, we're gonna do set skills, and I'm gonna pick stuff now.
So you can select both of those because there was 3 and 4. They both add up to 7. You can just have both of those.
Boom, yeah. I did it.
All right, now we're back.
Yeah.
Let's try this again.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
What the?
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates.
For me.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
It's in front of Monokuma
There
so
were
he can
only
get a
15
view.
of us to begin with, so why are there
I don't know why
16
people made a
seats?
big deal out of this. It's
Oh,
like
no reason. It's just that our little courtroom
He doesn't
here
have to
can
look over
technically
anybody.
fit up to 16 people. Okay, that
know
about
why
does
I
it
made a
for the
big deal about
preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate is to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about anything. Because this isn't just me. Everyone's lives are on the line.
You ready?
Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded to the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim, then fire the left mouse button. Okay. Pay close attention to each character's statement and use the truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. Oh god.
There's quite a bit of a long time.
If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Let's go.
You want to help me read? Because you're fast at this?
No, these are red. I told you this.
They're rigged?
They're read out to you.
Okay.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, you know that
Don't,
part
just
already.
this way.
And the murder took place in
See,
the
look, you got 10 minutes.
In the bathroom.
So unless something looks wrong,
So it seems
don't
most
shoot
likely
it.
that the killer must have taken her by surprise while
You
she
can
was
only
in
shoot
the
stuff that's
bathroom.
colored yellow, by the
She
way.
didn't even have a chance to resist.
I can shoot
You
that?
have to actually shoot the text.
Oh.
You can
some-
only shoot things that are yellow, and you have to actually
Okay,
select.
something's off about that just now. Because if Sayako hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened to my room. For the first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you are unable to spot that refutes someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group statement, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice that? That represents the potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. Okay, those weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. The truth bullets are only effective against these weak points. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down the control key. Well then, good luck and have fun.
So like these things you've
I
already heard.
assert that the one who was murdered was
You
Miss
hold
Sayaka
control.
Maizono.
Okay, she was hit.
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Yes.
In the bathroom.
Yes.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
No.
You can only
Didn't
shoot the
even
stuff
have a
that's
chance
yellow.
to resist.
Oh. Something's off that said.
It says the same. It's gonna say the same thing.
I assert that the one who was murdered
What?
was Miss
You
Sayaka
have to shoot the
Maizono.
yellow text.
Yeah, we
Okay.
know that part already.
You cannot
And the
shoot it
murder
if it's
took
white.
place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must
So you
have
cannot
taken her
shoot
by
that.
surprise while she was in the bathroom.
You
She
can
didn't
shoot
even
that.
have a chance to
You have to
resist.
actually hit it.
Oh crap.
It's fading. It faded away. You miss.
What?
You gotta be on top of it.
I assert that
Just
the
hold
one who was
control and
murdered
skip this.
was Miss Sayaka.
And the murder took
In the bathroom. So it seems
Alright,
the
stop.
killer must have
Because you're
taken
gonna
her
miss
by
again.
she didn't even have a chance to
There you
resist.
go.
Boom.
No, it's wrong.
Objection.
Break.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
She didn't go. Remember,
room
she
lo-
stayed with Junko.
Have my room locked.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a
Yeah,
struggle.
that looks like a struggle to me.
A struggle? Between who and who?
We don't know that.
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise?
You
in the
weren't even
bathroom?
there.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
It is, you idiot. We need to determine what it was used to kill Sayako. It's the knife.
Well, get all this.
Make your argument. Kitchen knife set. Do I gotta hear them all first?
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder
Yes.
weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
I can do it, but I just need to...
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of without a doubt.
So the killer used some random...
Boom.
No, it's wrong.
Break. It was the kitchen knife.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Yeah,
And if
so-
you look real close, I could totally
Yeah,
see
you
that
were
being
watching the
kitchen
crime
knife.
scene. You had the
Sorta.
longest
What do you
chance to
mean
look at her.
sorta sticking out? It's right there. There's a handle and everything.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere. Just keep somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about the non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yeah. Concentrate on holding by the spacebar. Well, the concentrate times. Oh man, I could have been using that. That it'll steadily making target's potential weakness. Concentrating on the consumes focus gauge, and if the gauge empty, you can't concentrate. So the focus will recover over time. So let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret.
Nobody was...
No.
No, that's wrong.
Wrong.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
You don't need to read this.
Yeah, I was in the kitchen last night. She was drinking tea, and then she didn't see someone get the. She didn't see him get the knife.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
What's with my guy on the left?
They do that. I don't know.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rules?
Good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
We're trying to find that, sweetie.
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
Are you gonna argue with that?
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Yeah, are you gonna fuck with that?
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, Well,
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
you stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school's regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
Oh, he fucked up.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Oh.
Hear your dog bark.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... You're talking about Sayaka. It was Sayaka. Monokuma. Hina. Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
The person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
Oh, come on.
He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
I like this girl.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
First, Hangman's Gambit. Absolutely. Would you like to hear more? Yes. As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around in letters already known. It's the hair. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order, because there was no hair in the room. Use the mouse to aim and press the left mouse as desired. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge.
Pretty much your health.
Okay, good luck. Something that should have been on the scene, but wasn't.
You're pretty much playing,
Let's figure out what something
you're
is.
pretty much playing Hangman.
Hangman's Gambit. Okay. Hair. H-A-I. Where's the R? I got it. Oh, why is it yellow?
You have to shoot it multiple times until it turns like red, all the way. It'll be yellow. They have to shoot a couple times and turn orange. They have to shoot a couple times and turn red. They didn't explain
I
that.
got it good.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had
She's
ever
in
been
the floor.
there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
I hate this guy. He's a follower.
True, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Finally.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you...
Oh, yeah. They unscrewed the doorknob. It proves evidence. Prove this. Killer broke.
So you have to go find the correct one, pretty much.
Oh,
What did they
this,
break?
It's this right here.
The doorknob.
Proves bathroom doorknob was present.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point there? It's a bit to learn about non-stop debates. Absolutely. See the number of weak points to start. Is this already done this before?
Then what, huh?
This one?
No.
No matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in the debate. Say the weak points are necessary true, the truth bullet's got wrong, and not only one to fail. Trust with everyone.
So there used to only be one yellow thing that you could hit, but now there's going to be multiple, and you have to pick which one is right. It's not just, oh, that's yellow, that's wrong. No. Some things will be yellow even now if they're completely true.
Well then, good luck and have fun. It will repeat itself, won't it?
Yeah, it'll
Okay,
still repeat
cool.
itself.
I got 10 minutes worth it.
The incident took place in Makoto's
Yes.
room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main
Yes.
room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Yes.
Then the killer ran after her.
Yes.
And they got into the bathroom.
Yes.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Yes.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
No.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Tell them, Nagi.
Yeah, it's the nameplates though. Name tags. Couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime is that the crime took place in Sayako's room. The crime took place. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was the crime took place in my room. They didn't know it was my room. Important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
I hate this guy.
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Sakura just rubbing it in.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. The killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
There we go. Got it, Toko? Stupid Toko. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
So glad they're reading this to us.
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
See, he can't even do his stereotype right. He's supposed
What
to be the
happens if
ultimate
we can't
fanfic
decide
creator,
on who
but
we
instead
think
he
did
uses
it?
all this gamer lingo. It's like,
Gamer fanfiction.
but he's always talking about anime and manga and stuff.
You can fanfic about your anime, you can fanfic about gaming, you can fanfic about regular TV
Whatever.
shows. It's fanfiction, you can do
I
whatever you
know,
want.
Pick a stereotype.
Wilma, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
No.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you.
Oh.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
Why does he only have one name? Celestial.
It's fine, it's
That's
fine.
all. That's
Just
all she
ask your
told us. Her
question.
name's Celeste. She doesn't
Oh,
really
yeah.
wanna.
Okay,
She doesn't care for her last name. I guess.
Well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room
This is
in
a
the
nickname.
first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
I like that. That's a good...
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his... Hello? Why exactly
I'm
can't
done
that...
with this talking. Because she
Just
asked
cut
me
him
something in particular. Something in particular because I was frightened. That's right, there's one way to let... Switching rooms.
You can click. Yeah.
When the murders Maiko traded rooms, when the victims were discovered, Maiko's room was... Okay, go back. I think it's the keys.
The fact that you switched rooms in the first place.
Yeah,
What's right there?
I know that, but I just want to make sure.
I thought you were looking for it. I'm like, no, it's right there.
So that originally... Yeah, okay, there it is. So...
I got
Yep.
it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Yeah, we can. Oh no, this.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room.
It reads it.
Okay. I'm gonna check the nameplates and don't get the wrong room. Okay.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words.
Crap. Okay, I gotta go up a bit. There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two in 5 minutes. Come into my room. Yeah, that's what, no. Okay, never mind. I didn't read that part. Okay.
When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from
Why
now
you
on.
doing some shady stuff, Allie?
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No.
No, I didn't.
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
In her handwriting. Then that note, Sayaka wrote it.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
I hate this guy.
But can we be sure
I can see why you hate him.
anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Make your argument. Okay, let's do this.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
They went to my room instead of Sayako's, and the reason for that is it has to be some because they got switched between Mai and Soka's rooms.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms,
Yes,
correct?
that's true.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to...
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No?
No, that's wrong.
They were accurately labeled. Sayaka, the room Sayaka was sleeping
The
in was
nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They accurately represented who was sleeping inside.
Yeah.
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. So switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right. Okay, then who did it?
So only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only person who knew we had switched rooms. Sayako.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about, just the two of us in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you've switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Yeah.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Because I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the faint sword. It was because up the wrist, up. There's glitter on it.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
That's not the brightest of them all, is he?
Well, they all have to be relatively stupid so that you figure it out as the player.
Oh.
I see. And so the truth draws
Because
ever
if they
closer.
use their actual intelligence in this, you
All
wouldn't be
right, then it's
relied
about
on.
time to
Well,
solve
except for
this mystery.
Hagakure, he's probably using all of his brain power on these.
What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. It's a bit more to learn. The non-stop debates, yes. We're going to learn about this. Are you getting used to the non-stop debates? Starting the next step, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets. But just like with the weak spots, only one of these bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from now on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. And you can press Q to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullets to fire. Press Q.
Alternatively, you could just scroll the mouse wheel.
Okay.
Oh, it said that.
So what do you mean by that? I could choose logic bullets and stuff?
So, here. I teach an example.
Make your argument.
So all these are things you can use to shoot. The one in the middle is what you have currently equipped. So you can scroll
When the fighting
around.
broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak
So
attack.
if that's what's wrong, you would have to shoot that one
That's what
and
broke
then
me is my
use the
zone with
right
wrist.
truth. You can't just shoot it. You have to shoot it with the right
She tried
one.
to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden in her leg.
but then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with
And that's exactly what happened.
I'm guessing not, since I have to talk about it.
So one of those is wrong, and you
Okay.
have to shoot it with the
When the
correct.
fighting
You have to
broke
shoot
out,
the correct one with the correct thing.
the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
Broke a sword step.
That's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
How do we restart?
Just hold control to speed it up. And just go through
She
it.
grabbed the
Hold.
kitchen knife, but then the culprit...
And that's exactly what happened. When the fighting broke out,
The culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak
I think
attack.
it's the sword sheath.
no, that's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
My guess is she wanted to kill someone so she can be free. And then the guy had to kill her, and now he's trying to hide.
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who...
I think I get it. So here's how it all... The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there, so then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew... So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Sorry, which part of the body? Her hands. Her palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms. The palms of her hands were perfectly clean. So I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her
We just
palms?
established.
Like I
See,
said before,
they have to
the
be
gold
kind
coating
of
on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands.
Oh, you're fine. I'm just looking at something.
There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Oh my gosh, Choco!
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way that we watch the golden coating because there's a certain regulation that talks about water can't remove it. She's afraid the water was off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
You nasty, Choco.
Oh my.
Ah.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the
Ishimura's
sword...
like, anyway, back to you on the
killer
murder.
is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Oh crap, almost. Sayako.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Wow.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Wow. Messed up.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide
forgot.
who we think did it.
Just forgot.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? As a committed to finding who the killer is, but I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. No, there is.
Oh yeah, about that. That little thing that we could have used to end the trial in like 5
It's
seconds.
easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
That's the first one.
It's easy just to say, but there just aren't any more clues.
There is a clue. Boom! Get out of here.
No, it's wrong! There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Yeah, about
Dying. Wait, what did you say?
The dying message.
Why didn't we
She wrote
start with
something on
this,
the wall
by the way?
behind her.
Yeah, I don't know.
11037.
It says Leon.
I don't know, understand. Like, some
There
people,
must be a clue about the
people are
killer
split
hidden
on
in
this.
there.
Some people are like, I don't know how you're supposed to have gotten Leon from this. Like, I don't know how. And other people are like, it was very obviously.
Look at
says
the little
Leon.
dash in the end.
Yeah, exactly. And some people were like, wait, how did you get that? People were super split. So it's like some people saw it instantly. Some people are like, how were we supposed to get that? Come on.
How are you
I
supposed
saw
to not get it? It's literally just upside down.
Yeah.
Like, how can you not? Like, I'm not
Some
insulting
people
anybody
didn't.
right
Some
now.
people didn't.
I'm just saying, like,
Sizable amount of people did not.
it's kind of obvious.
Different kinds of people out there.
Like, literally, you just flip it.
Yes, let's see, you turn it around and oh, how did we not see that before? To be fair, we are Japanese.
Man, that's yeah. I guess they got different vocabulary.
It was a
Oh.
quoting something.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayako wrote the message. Fatal wound, right wrist, left index finger.
I got it!
I got it!
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Alright.
I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. What the heck do those numbers mean?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
No dip.
Oh, yeah, it look.
What? What?
No, it's just look at the numbers, assuming they're
Hifumi
not
being the
numbers.
voice of freaking.
Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
There you go.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line
Yeah.
is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
But even
Oh, you just don't even care. You just skip it.
I don't care for him. I really don't.
Doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know. I know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Thank you. Rotate it. What? I think maybe I see something.
God. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
It is a long road to get to that one.
You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Leon. Dying message reveals the killer's name.
Leon.
Rotate the image. Should become crystal clear. Oh yeah, it's Leon. Do it. Oh, I guess it's not him. I kind of want to kill her though. Actually, I want to kill him. But I'm gonna be honest.
Well, if you get it wrong, you all die.
Here's my answer.
Yeah.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 100.
I
Simply
figured that
to
out
not
the
be a
first
dumbass.
30 seconds of the case.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to not be a dumbass.
What? Yeah. What?
Right?
Oh.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Holy shit.
Wow. Man, I had to get a bachelor's degree in neoscience to figure this out.
Neoscience?
Yeah. N-O. Because it was upside down and E. Oh, never mind. Whatever. I try to be clever. I guess not. It's not.
L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
Yeah, man.
What the hell are you talking about?
His cup. He got the cup
Just
too.
a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random.
How's
at
that
all.
random?
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up. Try it for yourself if you
Sorry, I
want.
clicked it.
Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
No, this is a hell of a stretch.
You can't just go and say shit like that.
You were doing it to me the whole time.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The cuff. Evidence on the ground, right? Burnt shirts piece. There we go.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on there. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
What?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
No, the crystal ball. Right through the thing.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
Why is she making me figure this out?
Tell them, Naegi.
It remains to find which the killer was able to get rid of.
If she did it herself, there wouldn't be much of a game.
When it was to how it was disposed of. How it was disposed of.
I got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
Eh? No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator. Exactly, Leon, for real. Do another. Make your argument. Shattered crystal ball. Here we go. We're getting down to it.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me?
How's it feel? I think it's the last one.
The key to the whoever was on clean.
So the only one who's the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
No.
No, that's wrong.
You forgot the last part. That's wrong.
Huh?
I said no.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn
What
on
if
the
you use
incinerator,
magic?
could you?
Or through.
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
Killer, you had to use the crystal ball. Divine with it. Throw it. Duh.
I
Throw
got
it. Ooh, bop it.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Someone turned on the incinerator. Very strange. It's quite certain it was off the last time. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least...
Oh, he's fine.
30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do
If
that?
you're a pitcher.
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
A baseball player. The ultimate baseball star. Yeah.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you.
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly
We're gonna
clear.
review.
And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Don't worry about it, I'll tell you.
I'm gonna... Let's do it. Let's, what?
I said hit not at all, don't worry about it, I'll tell you what to do.
Okay.
So, you're gonna get a comic book like scene. Remember, this is Japan, so it reads right to left.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to like kind of put in what these are. You can use the mouse.
Oh,
with
this
the
is
scroll,
easy.
And it'll show. You have to show the order of events. I think you can. I think there's more of those. Scroll with the mouse wheel.
It's gonna be here.
No. Yeah, that's what I meant. I meant like look over those and scroll with the mouse wheel because I think there's more. Are there not no more?
No.
Oh, okay, it's just those.
Oh, there is more.
Yeah. Okay. There. I'm sure there's more. So you use all those and.
Oh wait, I need to get this one out then. Oh, there's more. So we got this one. Drops the knife. Why would this one be here?
I think you can click them to get information about them. Somehow, I don't know. Oh well.
Oh, no, okay.
I guess not.
Let's go back here. Let's figure this out. Okay, so...
You're skipping all around. I would look at it from the beginning to
yeah,
end. That's
okay,
kind
so
of a
he
silly
threw
way
it
to
in a
do
ball,
things.
and threw this here. Wait, no, there's a burning piece. Let's look at this then. Where'd this be at? There. Oh. Okay, let's look at this real quick. Okay. Go to the door. She's about to kill him. He's like, "Hi, what do you want?" Yeah. Oh no, there's this thing here. I gonna stab me. Ah, no, I got the thing. Ah, boom. And then I hit you, and then you drop this thing. It's fine. Oh, you're gonna run to the bathroom? That's okay. Guess what? Whatever. I got a screwdriver. I'll get to the door. I'll open it. I got a knife now. Oh no, you can't do this. Oh, you hurt me. I'm writing on the wall. And she's like, "Oh no!" And then now there's Leon. And then, oh, what? We got so much stuff. I gotta clean up. Clean. And boom, got that one there. I see the incinerator. I gotta throw a ball. So I throw the ball and hit it up. Oh, boom, it shattered. Oh, it's such a good shot because I'm the ultimate baseball star. And then I got tied this in a big old bally. And then I threw it in the incinerator too. Look, oh, I'm walking away. Look, everything's all tidy up. But guess what? It's not. So.
Right mouse.
So what is this one for? It's just like extra piece?
Sometimes there's extra.
Oh, so you're trying to trick me, game?
Oh, yeah.
Not my way.
Alright, so right mouse click and it'll go over it all.
I think I did pretty good. I should be a comic book artist.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, The killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words,
my
room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back.
It's funny because she's the one that suggested the sword.
Yeah.
During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Oh, man. Is that not it? Is that it?
You could just reenact it and try.
Oh, she already dropped the knife anyway. Oh. Oh, okay.
The killer is you! During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke... And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball.
The thing he
in the
paid $1
laundry
million
room.
for. The age
You
forgot
went there
it.
to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I
So
believe
there's
you're
one
in
last
possession
thing
of that evidence.
about these trials.
I have the evidence. Time for the bullet time. Okay. Is that already done this already?
No. This is the rhythm games.
Oh, sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer this as bullet time battle, aka BTB, by the BTW, by the way. Where's your proof? Not a chance. You're kidding me. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match the button presses with the tempo as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked on with the left mouse, and as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use the method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Okay. Do this consecutively, and you'll start a combo. Keep this going, and you will initiate the tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing of hitting each button. So watch out. Final strike. Deal enough damage to your opponent, and the weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet, like any other statement. Refute their statement that's fast enough, and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Remove the screws. Could it have been?
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Yeah, it's gonna hold up.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
I have to show despicable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Tell the truth.
You ready?
I don't know.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid!
I'm banned. I got this.
Where's your proof?
Oh crap.
You gotta shoot it.
This should prove it.
Okay.
Yeah, that one you don't. Those ones you don't have to aim. I know you're trying.
Boom, baby.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove that.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Wow, this guy's got a great argument.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
I don't think he meant to kill her.
Well, he was getting attacked.
Yeah. It wasn't his fault.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
A. Boom, baby.
Well done.
Boom. I am an A plus
student. You're not gonna end it yet. Don't end it yet.
Oh, I got some coins. I got 78 coins.
Get that cash money.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited!
Woo!
Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
He was found guilty. Oh, duh. I mean, what? Who could have guessed?
Uh-oh,
Oh, we
looks
gotta
like you
start
got it right
reading?
on the money.
We gotta read again?
The Blackened, in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here.
Yeah, it's just choice.
It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
He just happened to be the person she picked.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's come clear. Decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her in the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka, I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that.
Boy, howdy, the entertainment industry must be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended in pure madness. Sorry.
What did you say?
I understand, really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse.
Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but
That's enough.
as angry as I was, Kono latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm
if
down.
you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now.
Damn it.
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. But just barely avoided punishment, you did. Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
Any chances to stop what you were doing? But you chose not to. It is not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder? No, that's not...
why-
Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh,
Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayoka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayoka either, because the one to blame is him.
So what?
If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We should have been fighting we shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in the situation, the mastermind.
Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you?
Just shut up.
Okay, well, anyway, more importantly,
Chills!
let's hurry up and get to what everybody's been waiting for, the punishment. Now we get to see Leon beg for his life.
Begging you, please, don't do this.
It's hard to listen
Hey,
to. No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
It's hard to watch.
now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
It's hard to watch.
Leon has been found guilty. Time for his punishment. What's gonna do this kind of video? Like in the beginning of the game. A batting cage.
You ever gotten hit with a baseball?
Yeah. The 100 below. It's getting hit in the junk too.
Oh, it's hitting him all over. The head, everything.
Is he dead? He's gonna die.
You beat the first chapter!
What we saw, that was true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline's pumping right out of control.
What's going on?
I can't take this.
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties to the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us? Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible.
Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your own regrets from the outside world. You're to blame.
Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in the same place.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you've learned all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever? What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some secret meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later.
And just like that, he's gone. He left us there overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it was that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment...
just a
Makoto,
second.
Can I talk to you for a second?
She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Before
Makoto.
we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about.
It's about Sayoko, isn't it?
I'm surprised you figured it out. I told
Listen.
you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself.
You wanted me to realize how Sayoko betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's
Sayaka
true.
meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you.
What was she? She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayoko would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
If you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you.
What?
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message.
Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
That's
Certainly.
certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was. She was
anyway,
uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it.
Why are you telling me all this?
Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends Sayaka and Leon and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without something like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation.
Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me forever, wherever I go.
So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you.
As she said that, she revealed a small smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka?
Well, I'm psychic.
What?
Kidding. I just have a good intuition. Pretty good intuition. Wow.
Alright.
I got chills on that one. I got chills. That like made my spine take.
That was good writing.
It was a good chill though. It was. Oh man.
Yeah.
You got such good games to pick out. You always pick out good like Undertale.
You were like, am I gonna like this? And I'm like,
like I hate it and like it at the same time. You always pick those kind of games and.
thank you.
Chapter 1, to survive.
Take pride. The end.
To be continued.
Well done.
Got an item. The despair bat. Oh, God. Come on. You don't do me like that. Do you want to save data? Yes, I want to save data.
Well done. You did it.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. That... Well, we're still going to keep playing for next time. Later on. But this is the end of chapter 1. Wow.
Ugh, sorry.
No, I had that earlier, so we're all good.
I literally, it was just cold.
Oh, okay, so... Oh my goodness, wow, that's pretty insane. I can see why you like this game.
We haven't even gotten to my favorite bits.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well that's going to be it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for some more. Go check out Lunar Drop 7's channel, just because. Just do it. Oh.
Because I'm, if for nothing else, because I'm the sadistic prick who had him do this, so just like, yeah.
Like, I don't want to play this game anymore,
Yeah,
but I do want to play this game some more. Anyway, so I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and write down below who do you think is going to die next. Don't spoil, just give a guess.
Who do you think's gonna die next?
Me,
I will not say right or
me
I will
from the
not
stress.
say if you are right or wrong.
Me from the stress right now. I'm gonna. It's
well, that I can neither confirm nor deny.
I think it's gonna be
Can neither confirm nor deny that you will die.
I hope that. I'm sad to say. I hope it's that the hippie guy.
Oh, Hakugure.
And the squirrel boy.
Squirrel boy.
Or hamster boy. Yeah. Anyway, that's my interpretation of what's gonna happen. So, you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye, everyone.